What makes scary music scary? Well, that's what we're here to talk about. Hi, my name is Will Kinsella, and get ready to get scared. Haha, did I get you? Sorry if I did, but that right there just hit all three categories of scary music that I would like to cover today. And I promise, no more jump scares. So, what actually makes something scary? Well, I'll break it down into three categories. You got dissonance, sudden changes in dynamics, and high-pitched sounds. In the example right there, you were given a sudden change in volume and a dissonant collection of high pitches. A scary image also helps. Now, let's take a look at some more examples and then find out why these sounds and qualities evoke such emotions. Okay, so maybe I lied about the jump scare thing. Anyways, this scene from The Conjuring 2 just met all the criteria for scary music. It even incorporates moments of silence to add suspense. So, speaking of, what feelings can we describe how we feel here? So, stress, anxiety, tension, fear, anticipation. All of these feelings are evoked from just a few simple sounds. But how? Well, dissonance already sounds uneasy to our ears, and in this example, the fire truck played a tritone interval over and over again, making us feel unsettled. Then there were moments throughout where there were bursts of sound, usually dissonant, startling us. The silence between these bursts was building tension, anticipation, and anxiety, and could almost be a fourth qualification for scary music. And finally, there were subtle moments of high pitches that perked our ears and evoked a little bit of fear, stress, or anticipation. I remember hearing somewhere that our brains associate high pitches to the sound of an infant crying, which triggers an instinctive flight or fight response. I thought that was interesting. Now let's take a look at this next example and look for these factors.
Clown. That That's where it lives.
I can't imagine anything ever wanting to live there.
Can we stop talking about this? I can barely breathe. This is summer. We're kids. I can barely breathe. I'm having a fucking asthma attack. And I'm not doing this.
What the hell? Put the map back. What happened?
What's going on?
I got it. Hold on. Guys.
Georgie.
Bill?
So there you have it. Another example that fits all of these categories. It evokes basically the same emotions as the last clip. This example, however, uses what I like to call a whooshing and a whirring sound to evoke a sense of instability and chaos. There's also a low moan in there that is similar to the Jaws theme in that it uses this low hum to simulate the feeling of unsteadiness, like an earthquake, like the musical foundation is shaking. This could also be put in the same category as high-pitched noises. And this last clip doesn't use all the musical factors, but still manages to be a little frightening. Why don't we take a look?
Okay.
But you have to twist the key.
Okay.
Boo, Mommy! Got ya!
Heart attack.
Now, this is a famous scene that goes on to use all three of the musical examples. But here, we really only have the whoosh, and the silence, and then a sudden change, and maybe the tiny timbre of the Jack in the Box. Essentially, what we have here is a jump scare. But what is going on musically is the absence of sound, followed by a sudden burst of sound. This is frightening, and we know it is because of the whoosh that precedes it, giving us a spooky vibe. The tiny and sharp sound of the Jack in the Box could be considered the high-pitched noises. But notice the absence of dissonance. The melody is consonant, and that is the only music we get. This shows that the aspects of scary music can be independent from one another and still give a scary effect. So, in summary, we have three qualifications of scary music: dissonance, sudden dynamic changes that can also include silence, and then extreme highs and lows. Not all are required to happen together, but these are similarities throughout most examples. I hope you learned something, and thanks so much for your time.